All right. Yeah, we have welcome to our Monday night team calls. They're always going to be at 8 p.m. every second Monday, and I will make a calendar so it does not get confusing of which Monday it is going to be because we sometimes forget, and sometimes I forget, even though it's every second Monday. So we're going to keep it for that for the rest of 2021, except for Christmas. There will be the kind of last one, and we might just change that team call to have like a year-end wrap up, New Year's party kind of thing, virtually or maybe in person, depending on what everything's like by then. But yeah, crazy that there is only a month and a half left of 2021. I have no idea where it went, and I feel like it just kind of flew by, and here we are in November. We set all these big goals in January, and then it's like, shit, did I achieve any of them? Not really, but that's okay. We have a month and a half left to crush it and give her shit to finish off the year and strong. Um, so I'm going to do something a little different that I have literally never done, which is kind of making me nervous, but we're going to start the team call with like a 2-minute meditation that I am going to lead. And note that I have never led a meditation in my entire life. So be patient. And I just want to do this because I was working with a coach last year, and I think it was something super powerful to step into our higher self and visualize our goals and where we want to be and in life. So I'm just going to play some soft music. And if you were on the call early, you heard my pump up tunes, Big Booty Mix, 19 and 20. They are the bomb if you want them for working out. But all right. I'm just going to turn this down just a tiny bit. Can you hear the music? Give me a thumbs up. Perfect. And you can still hear me? Okay. I want you to just close your eyes if you feel comfortable. And I want you to take 3 big, deep breaths in and let it all out. Breathe in and let it out. And breathe in and let it out. I want you to visualize yourself stepping into an elevator. No one's on this elevator. And when you reach the bottom, you're going to open a door and you will step out. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as the doors open, you step out. And there you are. You've reached your goal. You've achieved everything that you have set out. You've achieved everything that your heart desires. You're grinning from ear to ear. You're so excited. And you take a deep breath and you soak it all in. Maybe you're in your new home that you just purchased with your hard-earned money. Maybe you just bought your daughter another horse. Maybe you paid off your debt, your maxed out credit card. Maybe you're on your very first vacation. maybe you're walking across the stage at Summit, waving out to the crowd and your large team that is watching you because you've achieved your goal. Notice what you're wearing. Notice the shoes you're wearing, the clothes you're wearing. If you're laying on a beach, wearing sandals or barefoot, maybe you got your favorite pair of high heels on. Notice who's around you, people that are supporting you, people that are cheering you on, or maybe it's your family in your new home. Notice what you feel. You take another deep breath in. And you really soak it all in. You're here, you achieved it. Now you step back into the elevator. The door's shut. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the door's open. Okay, now I want you to open your eyes. I could just play that music all day. I listen to it during my morning meditation. But how did that feel? Like powerful? Yeah. Okay, I want you to just put in the comments how that felt for you. And I want to hear where you guys went. What goal did you achieve in your visualization? I just want to read them out for everybody that's watching the recording. Okay, I'll just share mine. So visualizing that mine used to be waking up in my new home, in my new bed, and now it's here. My visualization now is me walking across that stage at Summit with like 20 people of our team, our entire downline in the crowd cheering us on as we achieve 10-star diamond, a 10-star diamond team. And I get to be the representative of our team walking across that stage, knowing that it's a we thing and it will happen. I know it will. And yes, very emotional. Okay, Jamie says, emotional but happy. I was in a field with the wind blowing in my face, working on building a new barn. All of that. Ashley said, sitting, drinking coffee, watching my future kids. I felt calm and happy with whatever I choose. Danielle was in Maui with her husband and her their future children. She looked around and just felt at peace with how my life had turned out. I love that. Abby looks like she's typing. Happy but nervous. I was in the mine with my friends from work. Love it. And Elena, I'm sure you're typing as well. Doesn't that feel cool to be in your goal in and of itself? And I think that's why meditation and visualization are so freaking powerful. And I've said it before about attaching emotion to our goal, but sometimes it like just kind of surpasses us. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I feel happy-ish. But like once you actually visualize yourself being in the goal and you can feel everything you're feeling and who you're surrounded with, whether it's your family, your boyfriend, your husband, whoever it is, whoever it is, just visualizing yourself in that goal is just so powerful. So I highly recommend doing a visualization of some sort, even if it's just 1 minute or 2 minutes every single day, just to boost yourself up with those goals. So Elena says she was calm and they were with their kids at their cabin and they're very happy there. Love it. Love it. Okay, so now I would love to just talk about, I had mentioned it in our coach group chat about when things get tough, when things get busy, when we get home from work, from our 8-hour shift, and we have kids to attend to, we have a dog to walk, we have a husband to feed or a boyfriend to feed, or roommates to entertain, or whatever it may be. What do you do when you get home and you're exhausted? You don't feel like working. You don't feel like doing Beachbody work. The last thing you want to do is be on your phone. What are some alternatives that you can do instead of when you're tired and drained from the day? I mentioned it in our group chat about kind of having our backs up against the wall and it kind of being like the final decision and us needing to have that alternative of something that is going to push us to the next level. And I know Brittany Costin had mentioned in there about purchasing a home for their family. Even when she is tired, she is going to put in the work because purchasing a home for her family is going to be worth it. And now these goals that you guys just visualized, I really hope that they are big enough for you to put in the work even when you're tired. I have personally, now that I'm working full-time at the office, I have personally been having a hard time coming home and working after I've worked a full 8-hour shift. And so something that I needed to do instead was to get up a little earlier. And that meant me getting up 20 minutes earlier and doing an hour of work in the morning before I went to the office, so that when I come home, I don't have much Beachbody work to do, if any at all. And this is a huge goal of mine to continue to strive for, because I do want to get my Beachbody work done, but I don't want it to absolutely exhaust me, and I don't want to feel tired and blah while I'm doing it. So that is a little sacrifice that I made, to get up a little earlier and do my work before I go to the office. And if that's not possible for you, I know, Elena, you work at 7, you have to leave the house at 7. But if that's not possible for you, schedule it in when you are going to do your work and make it a priority. You are on this team call right now because you have goals. You're here. You visualized your goals. You have those goals and you have those dreams to achieve, and in this business especially. So what do you do when you're tired and you don't feel like working? You do a little bit, even if it's 5 connections. even if it's 2 invites, even if it is putting up a motivational quote, even if it is whatever you got to do, but just do a little bit. Ashley just said, I'm just reading the chat. Ashley said, I find driving to work, this is where I can crank the tunes and remember I have time for myself before I give myself to others. I do it daily. I love that. Ashley works her business in pockets of time. She does not have to be, it does not have to be 4 hours, could be 10 minutes before your doctor appointment. Yes, totally. It could be while you are sitting in waitings for something. It could be while you're eating your lunch. It could be in the morning, 10 minutes of connecting. It could be after work when you get home, putting up a post, whatever it is. Yes, you got to do whatever works for you, and everybody's schedules are different. I know Abby works super early too, so whatever works for you, that's what you have to do. But as long as you are completing your business activity tracker, and yes, including the invites, there's honestly no point in posting on your stories or posting at all if you're not going to invite anybody. Because I can guarantee you none of you would be on this call had I not invited you to this opportunity. None of you. And I know that doesn't go for Jamie and Elena and Danielle, because you all have different coaches or had different coaches at one point in time, but you all wouldn't be here because, and anybody in our downline, I invited the shit out of you guys. I invited the shit out of Brittany Kachurka like 8 times, I swear. Brittany Costin, same thing. And she kept saying no. She kept saying no. I have a gym routine. I have a gym routine. And I kept following up because I knew she had the guts and the courage, and she was an epic human being that I wanted to be friends with. So invite your best friends. When you go and follow someone on Instagram or Facebook, you find these people and you're like, dang, this looks like someone I want to be friends with. That is my priority now. It used to be like follow. And then I would never find anybody that I was really connecting to. And then I got deep into it and was like, hey, this chick looks cool. She likes hiking. She likes plants. I really dig that. She's engaged and she's getting married in 2022, and we could be friends. We have a lot to connect over. And that's how you need to go about it. So find people that are like you. Find people that you can invite. If they're continuously watching your stories, invite them. There's no point in posting your stories if you're not going to invite the people that are watching you. If they're showing up and watching your stories every single reason, there is a reason they are watching you. They are interested in something that you are sharing, whether they just need a free workout, whether they just need that extra motivational pump up, but you don't know until you ask. You don't know until you ask. And you may just be limiting yourself and limiting those other people that are on the other end of that computer screen, of that typing in and saying, hey, I'm running this group. Would you want to join me? It's just 5, 6 of us women that are getting together, and we're going to work on our fitness. We're going to work on our nutrition, and we're just going to hold one another accountable. Would you be interested in joining us? If they say no, fine. If they say yes, great. Send them in some more information, right? Okay, I just went off on a complete tangent because that I didn't have any of that in my notes, but anyways. So what do you do when things get tough? I want everybody to put in the chat, what are you going to do when you are absolutely exhausted from your work day and you are absolutely like tapped out, don't want to do anymore for the day? What are you going to do to bump up that motivation? Is it going to be messaging in the group saying, hey, I'm going to finish my tracker tonight and I'm going to hold myself accountable and do so? B, is it going to be chugging some Energize at 4 p.m. when you get home from work and going for a walk for 10 minutes to come home and then do a quick 30 minutes of work, sending out 4 invites and connecting with 4 human beings? Is it going to be putting on some big booty mix and giving yourself a little dance to pump yourself up? Or is it going to be telling your spouse or your roommate or your husband or your girlfriend or whoever it is to hold you accountable? Hey, I need half an hour tonight to just quickly go and do some work to move my business forward. Put in the chat what you are going to do when things get in the way or when you get tired. Because trust me, we all get tired. We all get tired. Ashley says she cleans her house, lights a candle, and has a hot cocoa while she sends some motivation to her ladies in her holy wellness group and playing with Doc outside. This always resets me. I love that. And I'm just going to ask you, Ashley, because you're the first that answered, is your goal that you visualized, is that going to be enough for you to send out your invites? Jamie says, setting a reminder, meditate to find focus, and connect with my groups and send out my invites. I love that. Reminders are so friggin' powerful, especially when you turn on like 100 alarms. And one of them is you tell yourself you're beautiful. Okay, Jamie, I'm going to ask you the same question. Is your goal big enough to make you put in the work even when you're tired? I'm going to ask all y'all that, so you better be prepared to answer. I do it once a week, and doing invites once a week will be great for me to grow to 2 times, then 3, then every day. Oh, I get it. Okay, so you'll do it like once a week. That's okay. You'll do it. Correct me if I'm wrong. You'll do it once a week, and then you'll do it twice a week the following week, and then 3 times, and then just kind of continuing to add on. So it's not like bam. Is that kind of what you're getting at? Yes, grow. Okay. Perfect. And Abby said, take the time to cook something yummy, then set a timer for 20 minutes and make some connections. I love it. Abby, is your goal big enough to get you to do your invites? Because you haven't mentioned invites. Is it going to be big enough to get you to do invites even when you're tired from your workday? Elena, I'm going to put my youngest to bed and right after send out my invites and look for people to follow. Perfect. Honestly, I used to work my business in the evening as well, and I did the exact same thing. So not that I put my kids to bed, but I did everything else first and then did that in the evening. Elena, I'm going to ask you the same question. Is your goal big enough to get you to do the work even when you are tired, including your invites? Jamie says, looking at that way, no. I likely need my husband to remind me to do my thing for the 15 minutes it will take, and then we get to chill and relax without the weight of guilt of not working all the time. I love that. I just want to address something Jamie said, because I think it's so important to communicate with your spouse. I often tell Nick, hey, I'm going to go upstairs for 30 minutes and I'm going to finish my Beachbody work. And after that, my phone is away. My phone is off. I don't have it on me even. It's not on me. Like, it's off. And I'm going to spend time with you so I can give you my full attention, so I don't have to feel guilty, so I don't have to be on my phone when I'm with you. So I love that. And Jamie, that maybe means you need to revamp your goal. Maybe you need to have a bigger goal, a bigger vision to get you to do the work even when you're tired. Abby said, yes, I want to be successful at work. And in order to do that, I need to be healthy. So many of my core coworkers are on the verge of burnout. Burnout is so real, and I love that is that you have that alternative. And I got to ask you this: is seeing your coworkers burn out, let me find a way to put this, is seeing your coworkers burn out good for you to see? And if it is, if you like watching them burn out, that's fine. But if you don't like watching them burn out, can you help them? Do you have tools that work for you to help them? I can't see your face, so I don't know what you're doing. Oh, and she just added that Beachbody is the most consistent way I've been able to stay on track. Yes, so perfect. And honestly, being a coach too is one way that we can stay on track and stay accountable, because not only do we have to show up for ourselves, but we have to show up for other people. Danielle, I would love to hear yours in the chat too. Okay, we are almost done. I swear, it's 8:30. I have a couple more questions, but this next point that I have is just says, so what do you do when you're driving to work and there's a roadblock? Like we come from work or whatever, and like there's something standing in our way. Do we turn around and go back home if there's a roadblock? No, we got to get to work, right? We find a way around it. We find a way around to achieve our goals. Whatever you got to do to make it work, make it work. Because if you're on this call, if you're on this call, you're here for a reason. Okay. And second last point is emerald and diamond are just a decision. I know I've kind of gone away from pushing for rank, but honestly, pushing for rank and stepping up in your business, that is where A, the income comes. That's B, where you find your epic people, your epic humans, your epic community. That is where you find leadership and growth, is when you start building your team. And so I just want you to drop in the chat when your emerald date is, when your diamond date is, or when your ruby date is. Put in the chat of when you're going to achieve this goal. Okay, and as I'm waiting for you guys to put your goals in the chat, Abby just said, it's really hard to watch all of these guys in their 40s, 50s push so hard for so long and talk about how they're missing out on time with their families. Made me realize I don't want to feel like I have to put in 60 plus hours a week when I don't really need to. That's awesome. I love that. And it's awesome that you have that realization now before you're in fully submerged in the workforce. So drop your emerald or ruby or diamond date in the chat. And then I will just finish it off with the last point that I got. I'm going to wait for all of you to put your stuff in the chat. Maybe you guys are all looking at your calendars. Okay, Ashley, that's not a date. January 12th, you only need one coach. Well, calling you out. Just because you're the first person that answered. December 31st. I can't remember if you have a coach. Abby, you still have one coach, don't you? So you just need one too. Y'all, you're giving yourself way too much time to find one person. This just can be a discount coach, and now they have preferred customers, so they really just are a discount coach and don't have to give their SIN number. I'm challenging you guys. Do you know why I'm challenging you? I can't see any of your faces, so I feel like I'm just talking to myself. But I'm challenging you because my coach challenged me. And she challenged me and said, yo, you are a leader. You show up every single day. All of you guys show up for your workouts. You show up on your social media. You show up on our morning Zoom. You show up on our team calls. You guys are leaders. Ashley, no, that's okay. You can keep your camera off. She's in the bath for anybody watching the recording. But you guys show up. You guys are already leaders. If you weren't a leader, you wouldn't be on this call. And she's poured so much belief into me that it's just one person. It's just one person to go and change their life. Ashley, you just need one person. Abby, you just need one person. Danielle, you just need two people. That's it. That's all it is. It's finding your best friend and maybe their best friend. It's finding two best friends. Jamie, I'm not sure where you're at. You're pretty close to diamond. You don't need many people, I don't think. But we can definitely look at that. February 1st. I'm gonna challenge you on that, but because I don't think you need many coaches. So I'm gonna look how many you need, and I might challenge you on that. Okay, Abby said December 31st. Ashley, I'm challenging you on your January 12th because all you need is one coach. Danielle, when's your date? I'm not moving on until you tell me. Okay, let me ask you this. What is holding you back from signing up coaches? The no. You're scared of rejection. And how many times did Ashley ask you? Did Ashley ask you or you asked her? You asked her. And had she been showing up on her stories and her social media, would you have known what she was doing? No. Do you show up on your stories and your social media? Do people know what you're doing? Do people know that you're a coach? Oh, shit. When she does, she kills it. Should I just call you out? Keep on asking. Sorry, guys. I'm putting y'all on the spot tonight, but it's because I believe in you. And Danielle, you show up every single morning and you freaking crush those workouts. You crush your meditation, you crush your journaling and your reading and literally everything every single morning. You faithfully show up. And most of the time, you're the first one on that Zoom. So post about it, share about it, right? Share about your journey. Maybe it doesn't have to be a full-on transformation. Maybe you don't have one yet. Maybe it's in here though. Maybe you've had a mental transformation. Maybe you've had a transformation with your fiance or boyfriend, fiance. You're married. You're married. You're married. Maybe you've had a transformation with your husband, right? It doesn't have to be anything physical or mental or whatever, right? It can literally be anything. Just pop on your stories, and maybe it can be even maybe And here's athlete. Ooh, she's had a huge mother effing transformation. Okay, well, let's see this transformation. Let's see it. I definitely know you've had a huge mental transformation. So share about it. And sometimes it's hard to get vulnerable, but I promise you, there is nobody that's going to be negative about you bettering your life. There's no one, right? I encourage you to show it. Yes, it's all love. It is all love because we believe in you, and that's why. It took Jamie. How long did it take you, Jamie, to start coaching? Probably 2 years. I'm pretty sure Britt asked you like 100 times.
Yeah, she used to know the hell out of me, actually, to be bluntly honest.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I mean, I go in ups and downs of it too, Danielle. It's, there's certain people that I've wanted to ask for 6 months and I still haven't asked them. Don't ask me why. But you kind of go through the waves sometimes, but it's a good feeling though when you do it and they're like, hell yeah, and you're like, oh my god, that wasn't so bad, and you get like this feeling inside, and I can't explain it, and it's scary, but you got this, you can do it.
I will definitely second that, because it took me forever to reach out to a couple of my best friends. Honestly, like 3 years to reach out to a couple of my best friends. And when I finally did, even though they told me no, it was still super empowering to know that I reached out and I gave them that opportunity. I didn't shy away, because that opportunity could potentially save or change their life. You never know. You don't know what people are going through. So it just, yeah, we have such a gift to give. Elena, I will let you pop your date in the chat, your Emerald date in there. But I'm going to just chat about the last point because it is getting late. Job 1 is launching, right? Job 1, yeah, I know it's coming up super fast. In a month, Job 1 will be here. And Kara Holinda, who is always on our morning Zoom calls, she is in the test group for that. So if you've ever slightly watched her working out in the morning, you will see how freaking badass it is. If you've seen the promo videos, you've seen how badass it is. So incredible. And you need to take advantage of this. I'm going to have to double check on that launch date, but I feel like you're right. It's the beginning. Okay. Sample comes out on the 15th of November. Okay, sweet. Thanks, guys, of this month. So like next week, literally a week from today. Awesome. We need to take advantage of these launches. Whether you love the program or you hate it, you got to try it, because you never know who is going to need the program. Even though maybe 645 wasn't your jam, some people might need that. Like for me, it was absolutely a game changer in my fitness journey. It was a bomb. And pardon me, I'm so glad I dove into it, because it taught me how to lift properly. It taught me like that rest is important, even though everybody has told me before, but I hadn't listened, right? And he scheduled a rest day in there for a reason. So anyways, I digressed, but you have to take advantage of launches, because the fire and the momentum around launches are absolutely insane. And if you're on this call, I will say it again, you're here for a reason, and it means you're serious about this business, or else you wouldn't be here, which means you should be doing the new programs. It's super fun to find a friend or two to run the group with, team up with someone else, start a brand new group. I always do launches separate from our wellness community, because I like to break off of just the mundane. of our wellness community, and I love to get people who are fired up about one specific program. And literally the fact that it's only 20 minutes a day is going to be, I was chatting with one of my good friends yesterday or a couple days ago about this. Like, we don't have any weightlifting programs weightlifting programs that are 20 minutes. They are all like straight cardio or bar, I guess. But there's no weightlifting programs that are only 20 minutes. And I feel like that this is going to be the fun game changer that people are going to like need, and also with unique moves and a completely new trainer that nobody knows. I feel like it is going to be one of the launches that literally catapults your business into the new year. December 2nd, yes, December 2nd, it launches for coaches, and then 2 weeks later for customers, VIP customers. So they're doing this because BOD is super cheap to begin with, that they like people to create the hype. So who is doing job one? Raise your hand. Ashley, do not turn on your camera and raise your hand, but maybe, oh, she just put in the chat. She's doing it. Helena and Abby, are you guys doing this? I feel like this would be like badass programs for both of you, since you both work out hella early in the morning, like 4:30 early. Yes, definitely check it out. It comes out, yeah, Ashley said the 15th. She's on it, and we'll share the link into the group chat once it's out. Sweet, dope. Okay, that is that. I'm going to leave it there because it is late, and I hope I didn't fire up too much that you want to just go and work and send out all the invites, because literally what you do now is what is going to show up in January. The people that you start connecting with now are the people that you're going to be inviting to job one. Set yourself up for success, set yourself up for a successful launch. Start talking to people and connecting with people right now. Maybe even if it's just some free workouts, maybe if it's just a sample or whatever it is, to start talking to people now so that they see your face, that they start watching your stories, they see what you do, they know that you're a coach, and they know that you're going to show up, and they know that you are going to lead them. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much. Oh, Ashley, she's turning into a prune. Okay. I love all of you, and thank you for showing up. Thank you for being you, and I appreciate you. And Elena, I did not hear your emerald date, and Danielle, I did not hear your emerald date, so I'll give you tonight, and I'm going to ask you in the group chat tomorrow. I'll let you sleep on it. Oh yes, Elena, you did say December beginning. Okay, choose a date, because when you choose a date, it's even hella better. Okay, good night. I love you.